The Concord devs know they have a massive turd on their hands. They are going so far as to remove the LGBTQ plus tag on Steam in order to try and dupe people into thinking that this game is not woke. It is not working, and gamers are not having any part of it, and they are certainly not buying this game. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Roll this up over at thatparkplace.com. And the game officially went live on sale at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on August 23, 2024. We know this because they posted this on X. It's time to find out because Concord is now live, they wrote. And there is the post right there. You can see on your screen. About 10 hours later, Steam user Modding Spree noted that Firewalk Studios, the developer, removed the LGBT and political tags from the game, or at least he asserted that they did. The political tags are still there. We'll say that. We'll get to that. He wrote in the game's Steam forum, LGBT and political tags removed and blacklisted. He said the developers made a big deal about the game being for modern audiences, all 600 of them, but for some reason demanded Steam to not only remove these two tags, but also blacklist them plus any similar tag. It's too late. People already know that this game has a clear agenda. I mean, the characters speak for themselves. Obviously, the DEI character designs and the inclusion of pronouns for each of the characters, obviously pushing a transgender agenda there. Another user, Polka, commented this: rejecting LGBTQ plus tag is a good start. Pander to us normal casual gamer. More developer. Look how the modern audiences leave you stranded with almost zero sales, that not enough to cover your development cost. Pander to us so that way game studio win, player win, and Steam win too. Rejecting LGBTQ plus tag is a small step towards better profit for future game. And then we also have this person here, Kai, questioning why were the tags LGBTQ plus and political removed. I sort of understand why political was removed since it is a game and has nothing to do with politics, but LGBTQ plus was a good representative tag. Why was it removed? How the heck am I supposed to find good games for me and my husband? I won't even talk about whole 308 player count thing. Chuds ruined it for us. As fans of Destiny 2, we were looking forward to this game. Where the heck are we supposed to go now? Do devs really care about money more than good, right, humane ideals? Shame to you, both the Chuds and devs who couldn't stand for their ideals. So I don't know if this person is trolling or being serious. It's hard to tell at this point, right? A lot of times you can't parody these people because they're just so absolutely out there. It just doesn't work. But when I wrote this article, the LGBTQ plus tag had indeed been removed from the game. You can still see it had politics, political sim, action, what is that? Colorful, and first-person shooter as the top 5. Let's just jump over here to see what it looks like now. We can see that it still has politics, political sim, colorful, FPS, and action are still the top 5 tags on this game. Concord here, as we're looking at their Steam page. But now here is where this is interesting, because those tags, I believe, are actually created by Concord. Remember, we saw the post here that they did indeed have the LGBTQ tag. In a post here that Grums actually shares, let's see if we can pull it up right here. You can see it right here on X, right here. It did indeed have the LGBTQ plus tag as the #1 ranked tag. It had action, political, FPS, and shooter. Those were the top 5 tags when this was taken. I don't know when the screenshot was taken, but it was clearly taken early on after the game release. So you can see that here. And Grums also points out here that Firewalk Studios is the one who manages the top 5 games, top 5 tags on the game. Firewalk Studios being the game's developer. And he wrote this: Concord devs are busy deleting the LGBTQ plus and political tags from their game. These are added by both dev users, but the top 5 tags that appear are sorted based on developer control. They used to display them proudly. Since Community Notes is trying to claim these are under user control, I've posted the Steamworks documentation to show how devs control the order of the tags and which tags apply. They are absolutely running away from these terms. And he did indeed share a portion of that. He also shared a screenshot from a website that kind of breaks that down into more layman terms. But when I wrote this article, you can see here These are there were only 16 tags when I took the picture. I think there's 20 now. We'll go back and check that in a little bit here. But you can see the top one was politics, political sim, action, colorful, FPS, shooter, first person, PvP, multiplayer, hero shooter, funny, sexual content, team-based, sci-fi, female protagonist, and comedy. So there were 16 of them. But if we actually jump back over here to the Steam storefront, click this little plus button here, you can see there's 20 of them now. Politics is still at the top. Politics, political sim, colorful, FPS, action shooter, hero shooter, first person, multiplayer, PvP, sexual content, comedy, funny, female protagonist, team-based, etc., etc., etc. You can see that LGBTQ plus is still not on there at all. Illuminati's on there. I don't even know if that's on there, but that's interesting. And survival horror. I don't think the game is a survival horror. That's really interesting. Anyways, so as Grums was pointing out, we do have Valve's Steamworks documentation. If we go there, you can click that link if you want to. I will have the link to the article, as I always do, in the description below. But in that documentation, it says this: in addition to helping Steam users quickly learn about your game, tags help Steam determine where your game should be displayed to customers. We recently began requiring at least 5 tags be applied to a title before its launch on Steam, but we recommend you add up to 20. So the developers have to add 5 tags immediately. And as we saw that screenshot, LGBTQ plus was indeed the first ranked tag for this game. The document later reiterates this. It says the tags given the most weight govern your visibility more than those given less. So obviously the tag at the top of the list is the one that is ranked the most, which was LGBTQ plus. Your title's top 5 tags should paint a fairly clear picture of your game, as those tags will also be used to describe your game. Tags are ordered on your game page by the amount of weight each has on your game as a result of your own sorting in the tag wizard. So again, Concord was doing this. They're the ones who sorted this via the tag wizard, the tool that Steam provides for these developers. This can be modified over time as a number of players apply particular tags to your game. So players can indeed apply the tags. Some store filters prioritize the first 15 tags, so be sure that these are sorted in order of relevance to your title. So it also makes clear that developers can override the suggest prioritization features, which is an AI feature that Steam offers. But it says this: the tag wizard helps set these weights with a suggest prioritization feature. This is a very simple algorithm that moves high information tags like subgenres to the top and redundant or low information tags like indie or single player to the bottom. It's just meant as a simple starting point. It's not guaranteed to be accurate because it has no knowledge of what your game is actually like. Feel free to try it as a starting point and override it as you see fit. And that's very important there, because the developers can indeed overwrite the tags with the tag wizard. The documentation then explains that developers can indeed remove tags as they see fit. Customers will also tag your game, and those tags will be mixed in with the tags you had set with the tag wizard. As customers add more tags, the weight for those tags will increase. You can remove any tags you find unwanted, family friendly for a horror game, or inaccurate 2D for a 3D game. So tags you find unwanted or inaccurate. So I think they actually removed the LGBTQ plus tag. I think that was one of the tags that they had in there. And I think they removed that tag from the game after they were just getting absolutely annihilated. No one was purchasing the game, and they still aren't purchasing the game, because last I checked when I wrote this, you can see here that there were only 258 people playing the game. The peak concurrent was still at 697. We can actually go and look at SteamDB. Let's do that right. Here we are. You can see that there are only 407 people playing right now, and the all-time peak still sits at 697. So hard to know if they even are selling anymore, or if it's still just the same people who bought the game when it released. But clearly this game is definitely dead and will likely bankrupt this entire developer studio unless PlayStation kind of bails them out. But regardless, they've probably lost tens of millions, if not potentially triple digits in millions of dollars. Like, that's how bad this game is. I mean, and PlayStation was banking on this. I know Grums has posted that they had a controller. They literally built a limited edition controller for this game. They thought this game was going to be a massive hit, and that is not the case at all. It is the complete opposite. This game is an absolute disaster. So Let me know what you guys make of the LGBTQ plus tag being removed from the game on Steam. They clearly were all about the woke inclusivity. The game clearly has all of that stuff now, but it clearly is not working when it comes to selling this product. And they quickly tried to run away from it. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, but to always speak the truth.